Welcome guys, this is Edwin, and today we're going to be talking about the Mach-1 by Emerson knives. And before we start, we need to take a second or two to realize this is a knife from 2020 years ago. And it's still as valid. These curves and the usability and the ergonomics of this knife are still as valid as any knife in the market right now. How awesome is that, right? 20 years. You guys might be younger than the age of this knife has been out there, okay? So that's pretty cool in my opinion. Now let's look and compare. Let's start and compare this knife with the CQC7, a well-known knife by everybody that if you are into tactical knife, you should at least own one. And this Mach-1 is a 3.5 inch blade and 8.7 or so overall length. And in my opinion, great size, okay? Great size for everyday carry. Lately, I'm into bigger knives. I've been carrying, for example, the CQC8. This is a custom. And, yes, bigger knife, 3.8, 3.9. It's a bigger knife, but the Mach-1 is in that 3.5 inch size that is right on the spot, Great blade to use. Now, this is how it compares with the classic Spyderco Tenacious, okay? And, it has a little bit of that leaf shape, in my opinion, so, that Tenacious right there. And let's compare it, of course, with the Buck 110. And we know the Buck 110 is it's a big knife, but you can see the Mach-1 is getting toe-to-toe right there, Again, 3.5 inch blade on that Mach-1. And this knife was released in 99 and 2000, right in that area. And the goal was to make a tactical knife that was also good for utility tasks and all that, in my opinion. And this is exactly that, and it's one of those knives that you don't hear a lot about, but it's definitely a great user. If we look at that blade, you have a drop point with a V grind, right? There's no switch. Drop point with a V grind, and when we're talking about a V grind, we're talking about a grind going this way and also on the other side, right? In this case, it's half serrated, like you can see right there, and you have that chisel edge. And in this case, it has that old school chisel edge that, at that point is going a little bit, thicker right there. It's something you will notice in the old school Emersons, okay? It has that minimalistic logo, Emerson 2000, that I love, man. I love that old school, very minimalistic style of logo in the Emerson blades. Then you have your thumb hole. There's no wave, but you still have that jimping going up like the Spydercos, right? Going up there, that will give you that good point of reference when you're holding this knife, right? Then in the liners, right, you have that finger guard right there, good size. It will fit, I think, every hand right there. And then a very simple back, with that G10 back spacer, 2 linear holes right there, okay? You don't see that a lot in this version. And then you have your jimping right here, right? The titanium liners and your normal Benchmade style of pocket clip, okay? And let me tell you, this knife is very ergonomic and definitely will be a great user for people to carry, okay? As an everyday carry knife, man, this knife is definitely really comfortable in the hand. The Mach-1 and reverse grip as well feels excellent in the hand, okay? You have access to this knife both ways, right? You have the right hand also, and same opening on the left side for those lefties. You won't have any problem with this knife, okay? One thing to mention is that the Mach-1 was released in 99, 2000, and then there's a version called Nova. That is another model that is very similar to this one. The changes are a little bit here on how this finger guard finishes in this point right here. The Nova is more flat going up to the back of that handle. One thing you will notice is that it has that old school G10 that I'm loving more and more. You know, it's not that grippy. You still have a good purchase in it. Oh, yes, yes. You have that half moon right there, right, in that pivot, right? And be aware, you know, that's the old school pivot. So it's a little bit thinner than normal Emerson's right now. I love that profile. You know, I love the profile of this simple knife. There's something about the simplicity of it that really, you know, that really works with this knife. And it's not that famous. You know, one of the things with the Mach-1, just like the Vindicator, is a couple of those models that they're excellent, but you don't see them a lot out there. So be aware of that. And again, really nice in the hand. You can see how it looks folded. This is an old school version. I do have an user that was Pimp that I got from Sean in the Echo community. I'll be using this. This will be an user for me. Instead of this one, I'll try to keep this one pristine. And then this 2000 Mach-1, I will start putting it to work and making sure to see how it behaves and all that, right? So I'll be putting this one to work, and I'm loving it. I've been carrying it for a week or so that I got it, and it's great. It's a great knife. Again, very smooth, running on washers, simple design, simple construction. The Emerson Mach-1. If you're looking for an everyday, to the point, nothing crazy, you see, you know, the Mach-1 is an excellent model to look at. Again, obviously, you don't see it a lot out there. It's more in the secondary market. It's a discontinued model from those classic first ones that Emerson came out with, right? The Spec War, the Raven, the Mach-1, right? Those are some of those old school classics, including, of course, the CQC7, the Commander. We know all those that are most famous there. And yeah, that's it, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me on Instagram, YouTube comments, or in the forums. We're always there talking nice and having a great time. Okay, guys? Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.